Give me a second, okay? So, okay. So the thing is, I want to get a little feedback. So how this is going to go, I don't know how many of you know the structure. So I'm still going to explain the structure. Okay. So ideally, yes, I'm going to set your routine. That is going to happen. But more importantly, I want to give some of the fundamentals, the basics, because most people have got the basics wrong. Okay. I'm talking about the society. The society is weak as fuck. Let me give you that. The society is weak. They don't know what are they doing. And why am I saying with so much of conviction? Because most of the society is poor. They're broke. They are filled with diseases. They spend so much of money on the medication. They're fat. They're ugly. They don't have any direction. They don't know where they are going, including your bosses, including your mature people, old people, whoever you call it. They're lost in their life. Okay. So you don't want to be following them. And if you're going to be following them, I mean, blind follows the blind. You don't want to do that. Okay. Did I reach it? No. But am I following somebody else? Absolutely yes. Okay. Those are my gods. Those are my mentors. Those are the people that I worship. Okay. But not literally, but that's the way how it goes. So I'm here to set you like on the next level. This is going to happen, provided you do the things that I'm going to tell you. Okay. So every day, how it's going to happen is we're going to catch up. This is how the setting is going to be. And I'm going to give you a little bit of mindset training. I mean, most mindset training. And then after that, I'm going to give you the actions. So actions are the tactics. So think of it like that. Okay. So actions are the tactics or the skills that I'm teaching you. So I will tell you what to do, and I'll tell you the reason why you have to do it, so that you're not, don't just keep writing the notes. Also, I want you to understand, why am I saying this? I'll tell you why am I saying this. When you understand the reason as to why you are doing that particular action, then the potency will be high. The learning potency will be high. I have done the three-dimensional learning because, I mean, like, I have learned it and I have implemented it. And what I've got the result, I'm taking it and I'm giving it to you. Okay. So what I want you to do is right now, what is happening, it's two-dimensional, right? You're learning it. After you learn, you implement it. When you implement, there's going to be a friction in your life. That means your life is going in some way, right? Now you're trying to change things so that there's going to be a little friction. So if you don't want to break in that friction, let the environment break, let the other things break, let the, stuff, whatever is, like, everything else break. Fuck it. You don't want to care about it. You should not break. If you break, that means you're just getting weaker and weaker. You got it? So don't break. Just don't break. Don't break. Okay. Yeah. Every day we're going to catch up. And from tomorrow onwards, I want everyone to share your live feedback, because this is the first time that I'm doing this. Okay. So you have filled a lot of feedback. I have taken all of it. And from that, I have extracted this, and this is how I've created this. Okay. So I might add a lot, I might negate a lot. It depends, but I need your feedback as well. Definitely, there's a lot of things to be improved, but that one, as we go, I'll be doing it. But for now, from tomorrow onwards, after implementation, let me know what were your challenges. Let me know, what your feeling was. How did you feel? Do you think it's doable? Do you find it really difficult? Whatever it is, I need you to, put it as a feedback. Okay. So this is for me. This is for my improvement, so that I can help you better. I can serve you better. Cool. Okay. So, okay. Please pay attention. And yeah. So, okay. So what are we going to be talking about? So like I said, I mean, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the Power Routine Bootcamp. And routine is the only thing that's going to, help you build a habit. Habit builds the character. Okay. So character, that's what we're going to be defining and redefining in the coming days, weeks, months, years, whatnot. Okay. I'll go slow. Not slow, but I'll keep it at the right pace. In case anybody's not clear, please stop it. I mean, please stop me. Before we move on to the next topic, I want to clarify, because this recording is going to be going into the, I mean, into your email and into your the particular group. So I don't want any confusion or anything. Okay. So what are we going to be talking about? We are going to be discussing the cause and effect. Okay. Focus, direction, happiness, routine, and the setting. Okay. So some of the things could be a little intimidating, right? You might feel a little intimidated, like, wow, what is this, right? I mean, you might even just question. So don't think too much, because when you think, you get into that analysis paralysis mode, and you don't want to get into that particular thing, because it's a stuck in a spiral loop, and you don't want to get into that. Okay. So this is the yeah, this is what we're going to be discussing. So first, I want you to understand the cause and effect. Okay. So why is this? What are we talking about? So in case, if you when I talk, as I talk, if you think anything that is important or that is relevant to you, please note it down, because the notes that you're going to take, it is important. In this 5 days, you're going to take a lot of notes. So please keep a separate journal for this. And if you're just going through this journal every day for within the next 1 year, trust me, your life is going to change. I promise you that. Okay. Not just reading, but of course you're doing as well. So cause and effect. This concept, some of you might know it, some of you not, but I'm going to give you an entirely different look to it, or perspective to it. So what is cause and what is effect? So anything in the universe, okay, this is the ultimate truth. So there are two. If you have to find the ultimate truth of the universe, that is known to mankind, that means that is known to the consciousness. Okay. So you, as a person, you are an individual, right? This individual has a name, the individual has some preference, the interest, and all that, right? So this is nothing but the consciousness. If there is no consciousness, that means you don't exist. So you exist because of the consciousness. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if I put my attention on my hand, that means hand exists. Until then, the hand doesn't exist. So this is like, we're just touching the surface of the quantum physics. So if you put your attention on something, then that exists. So that particular existence is you, right? Somebody did something, and because of the biology, something happened. That means you are the effect. Let me refine it. Let me tell it to you raw. Okay. Two people had sex. That's the cause. And because of the biology, right, you're born. So that's the cause, and this is the effect. There's a Newton's third law. This is a very close, that is known to the human, consciousness, extremely close to the truth of the universe. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Okay. So the religion is trying to teach, or the God, or the religion, most of the religions is trying to teach, like, you have a free will, right? You have a free will. This is back in the days. After that, the slavery, the times of the kings and queens and whatnot. And after that, until now. Okay. So every action, every thought, every minute little dot, that has a consequence. So the consequence is the effect. So if you want to take it from plain perspective, okay, so I beat somebody, and that's a cause, and the pain is the effect, right? Or the beating is the cause, and then the feeling sadness is the effect. So you do something, you smoke a cigarette as the cause, and then you get the effect of lung cancer. So the cause and effect, you can call it the law of nature, law of karma, Newton's third law, action and reaction law. So whatever you want to call it, this is the ultimate truth. This is the ultimate truth. Okay. So why are we talking about it? There are two things that is very, very close to the universe, and that is time and energy. These two exist. Okay, the time and energy. That is exactly what we're going to get into it right now. So once you understand this on a deeper level, then you will see it. Okay, there is a lot of paradigm shift that will happen. So the cause and effect is the law of karma or the law of nature. Okay, so think about every single action that you take from the time that you wake up, from the time that you open your eyes, every single day, you open your eyes from that moment on until the time that you go to sleep. Okay, you make about, I don't know, 60, 70,000 decisions per day. Okay, so after the decision, the action comes in. So action, so many action that you're taking, right? And every action has a reaction, be it one-fold, be it tenfold, be it today, be it later, doesn't matter. But there is going to be a reaction regardless of what. Okay, so if you want to note this, you can note this down. Okay, so human causes, what are the causes? So when a dog is hungry, it's a cause, and I want to go eat. Eating is the effect. Okay, so human causes are fueled by the thoughts. So if you will not do anything unless you have a thought, but the thought should be fueled by a desire. If you have a desire, people have desires, and that's why they are doing what they're doing. People have desire, and that's why they are doing what they're doing. If you have a desire for money, then you will do what it takes to get the money. If you have desire for, women, then you will do what it takes to get the woman. Okay. If you have desire for success, then you will do what not, regardless of what happens. So the desire is the emotion. So you're having a thought that creates an emotion. Okay. So every time I talk about mental state a lot, like I talk a lot about your state, and this is so important, so important. So your emotion at any given point, I'm not talking about 100% of the time, because 100% of the time there's nobody who can be peace unless you are some spiritual guru, right? Like, you can't be at peace. Peace is like not having any emotions, like absolutely nothing, just neutrality, or enlightened, like enlightened being, right? But you have, either you are happy, or you're sad, or you're angry, or you're regretting, all of this. So emotions, these are not just emotions. You're not just sitting and laughing. You're not just sitting and crying. You're not just sitting and feeling bad. No, it's the feeling. That means it produces energy. So what is emotion? Emotion is nothing but energy in motion. Motion. And that's not coincidence. So when there is an emotion, most definitely there is an action. That action is called as the effect. So emotion produces energy. Okay. So whatever you have done in your life, whatever the things that you're doing, and whatever the things that you're going to do, it requires energy. Okay. It requires energy. So why do you think most people are broke? Or why do you think most people are fat? Why do you think so? Think about it. Just take a pyramid, okay, and put the Pareto analysis. I don't know how many of you know the Pareto analysis. How many of you know the Pareto analysis? Just Pareto theory. Yeah, Pareto theory. If you know it, just type in yes or no or whatever that is. So yes, okay. So most of you know it, right? So it's the majority and the minority. I mean, it's defined as 80-20, but it's not necessarily 80-20. It could be 70-30, it could be 95-5, it could be 99-1, but the majority and the minority. This is always the case. Like in most cases, this is the truth, right? No, I'm sorry, not in most cases. In all cases, this is the truth. Okay. So why do you think, if you have to apply the Pareto over here, why do you think most people are broke? Why do you think most people are lazy? Why do you think most people are, single? Not most people are single, sorry. Why do you think most people are fat? Why is that happening? We just spoke about it. Energy. So energy, you need to conserve, because energy is a infinite resource. Your brain knows it very well, extremely well. Your brain knows it. Okay. As in brain, mind, I don't know, whatever, that knows it. Like, okay, so in case if I don't get the food, I'm going to run out of energy. If I run out of energy, I will not be able to operate. I will not be able to function. If I don't function, I can't get the food and I'm going to die. Okay. But it doesn't know that you've got food in abundance. Okay. So what is important? It's right here. Every emotion causes that energy that leads to effect. So the cause and the effect. Effects are the result. So every action that you take has an effect. Okay. So effect or effects compounded together is the quality of your life. Sorry. Okay. Is the quality of your life. So if you think that like it's just a pattern, okay, it's just a pattern. So not you people, I'm sorry, people will sit and rationalize that it is the fate, right? It is the fate, it is the time, maybe the time is bad, maybe the stars are not aligned, maybe it's written in your, what is that, astrology, something like that, right? They try to rationalize, saying that the time is bad and this is bad and that is bad and all that. But it is the pattern. It is just the pattern. And that's it. So the pattern is formed by the personality. We'll be talking about the personality in some time, okay? So you cannot really change people. You cannot really change people. If a person is having a bad behavior, then the bad behavior is going to be repeating, regardless of how much you try. Why? The behavior is filled with emotions. Okay? It's filled with emotions. So what I want you to understand from this particular slide is the thought is nothing but the wavelength. Every thought is nothing but the wavelength that creates emotions. This thought could be original, that is your thought, or it could be artificial. Somebody else is putting a thought, but the result is emotion. So the thought is a cause, emotion is an effect. Emotion is a cause, and the word is the effect. If you're talking about it, then the word is the effect. If word is the cause, then you're doing something about it. You'll say that I'm going to do it. If you say I'm going to do it, I'm going to go hit the gym, right? I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish my homework. If this is the cause, then action is the effect. If action is the cause, the result of that action is going to be the effect. So everything is interconnected. This is why they say when they say that, everything is interconnected, it is. So please understand this, okay? So please understand this, because once you can take care of your thought, once you can take care of because the thought can be determined by mindset. Let me say that again. Thought can be determined by the mindset. So if you have a strong mindset, your thoughts are strong, as in empowering thoughts. That will create empowering emotions. That will create empowering actions. That will create empowering results. So mindset is going to be the foundation. I'm not going to consider that as a pillar. but it's a foundation. Without the right mindset, and this is exactly what happens. If you see the masses, why do you think, like I said, why do you think the masses are unhealthy? Why do you think the masses are broke, poor, uneducated? I'm not talking about school education. I'm talking about real life-changing education, effective education. Why? Because it's not been exposed. Unaware. It is purely unaware. Like if most people are actually struggling, it's because of there is no knowledge on the particular thing. If I'm struggling on something, if I have the knowledge, I might fix it if I put in the work. Okay. So the point that I'm driving home is you need to have the mindset that you are, the mental state that you are. It should be on a empowering setting. I'll talk about the setting in some time, but it should be on that. And how do you stay there all the time? At least most of the time. I'm talking about at least 90% of the time. You're like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. Right? Like, how do you stay there and how do you protect your state? That is more important, because a lot of things can come and it can just come and shatter you. Okay. There are a lot of things. It can be people, it can be messages, it can be a bad news, it can be anything. And boom, you're just down. And at most times, if you're not constantly trying to be there, vibrating on a higher frequency, then you're not on a higher frequency. If you're not there, then you are low, right? Why do you feel sad? Why do you feel lonely? Why are you overthinking? Why are you negative thinking? Why are you, taking the wrong actions? Why are you not being mindful? So all these happens because if you're not in an empowered state, that means your mindset, that's the foundation, it's not very strong. And the foundation, you have developed this, you built this foundation from a lot of things, which makes it a personality, right? You've built it from your parents, that is the starting point. And then eventually when you grow, you have your friends coming in, you have your students. I mean, you have your friends, school friends, teachers. When you're growing up, you watch TV, the TV has got a big influence on people's lives, like the news, media, whatever, right? So what is happening is some people are genuinely, like mom, for example. Your mom never want to see you struggle. So that's out of love. She'd be like pampering you for a very long time. And then when you start doing things on your own, then we're like, oh my God, like this is so heavy. I'm not able to deal with the world because you've been pampered. That's out of love. But if you see other sources that's going to make you weak, what are they? Like news, for example, right? If you follow the World Health Organization, you're not going to be healthy. You're not. They don't know jack about mental health. They just don't. I have read some of the articles and I'm like, it's a disaster. They don't know anything about it. And most people in that are fat, if you see. Okay. So don't follow the masses. You need to have a stronger foundation, a very strong mindset, and then you can build on the pillars. That's going to be making you unshakable. Okay. This is how you need to be in that particular state, like every single day. At least I'm talking about at least 60, 70, 80% of the time on every waking hours. If you can do that, trust me, within a span of 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you will start getting that. You'll start, getting that maturation in that particular state. Once you start getting that maturation, the game is on. Got it? Okay. So that's with the cause and effect. I hope everyone are clear with it. Any doubts? Any other, like anything before we move on to the next? Please shoot. Okay. So the next one is the focus. Okay. Please write it down. What you focus will grow. What you focus on will grow. Of course, we'll get into it, but please understand this, okay? What you focus on will grow. So what exactly is focus? How many of you want to take a guess? Like what is focus? What is What exactly you think focus is? Just type in the comment. Well, like whatever you feel. Okay, this is what I think the focus is, right? I mean, whatever you feel. Concentration, attention, commitment. Somebody got it right. I mean, close, but yeah, right. Okay. So focus is attention that you pay using the time. Yeah. Okay. Is the attention. So think about it. If you think that most of the time your attention is on the things that is not adding value to your life, right? Most of the time. Okay, keep it as half of the time. Half of the time in every single day, if your attention is on the things that you don't want, is on the things that are irrelevant, your attention is on the things that is not really adding any value to your life. If that is where your attention is, I'll tell you what are they. What happens? You're focusing on the wrong things. You might get it, you might not get it. In either way, it's not going to help you in your life, right? You're focusing on the news. Okay. Somebody messaged me saying that, how can I not be here without, staying updated with the current affairs? I'm like, are you where exactly you want to be in your life? And he was like, no. Why would you pay attention to that? Why would you pay attention to that? So the attention that you pay using the time, and I'll get to this time. Okay, I'll just get to this time. So what you need to understand is what you are going to focus every single day on an every single day basis. If this is what you're going to be focusing on, if this is what you're going to be focusing on, because your life didn't, I mean, you are not living an entirely different life from yesterday. Yes or no? From yesterday and today, it's pretty much the same thing. Maybe the food choices will change, or maybe the sleep pattern will change, but it's pretty much the same thing, right? Will it have a drastic effect by next week? Right? I mean, considering this, you're not attending this, considering you're not there in this thing, okay? It's going to be the same thing. That means the actions that you're going to take is pretty much the same thing. So where is this action coming from? If you're going back to the previous slides, the cause and effect, right? So the cause is the thought. So same thought. If you're having the same thought as same as yesterday, today also is going to be the same thing. So the action or the behavior, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So what you focus on is going to be having a concentrated result in your life. And this is going to compound like a snowball if you take long time, let's say 10 years from now. That's why I keep saying that you can look at a person and just say where exactly this person is going to be in the next 5 years. With everyday action, with everyday thinking, what he's consuming, through eyes, through ears, through mouth, through nose, what he's consuming, you can clearly say where that person is going to be. So that is nothing but the focus. The focus, how much are you paying attention? How much are you, giving your attention to what? And how much that is going to give you in return. And it could be good or bad. It could be negative or it could be positive. But trust me, you're going to get in return. Whatever you focus on, you're going to get it back, right? You watch news, you're going to get it back. Something. They're going to trigger your emotion, number one. Number two is you'll have a wasted time. And number three is your mindset changes. And then you're focusing on the wrong things, like adding zero value to your thing, right? So focus. So the attention via thoughts. So what is attention? Attention is nothing but the thoughts. Can I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? The moment if I say, people are going to be like, oh, what is he going to say? So that's nothing but the thought. That focus, that's the thing. That becomes the result. So what you focus becomes the result. Is exactly what you're going to get. Okay? So your attention, you're again, just coming back to the same thought. Thoughts, that's the attention, that's the focus, is what you're going to get in life. I was ferociously focused on my health. I don't know why, but I was behaving like I got possessed, right? I was behaving like I got possessed. I was 24, 25, Like I was like mad in my head. I was just, acting like a mad dog. My friends used to, they were sitting and drinking during the weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays. This is after I quit my DJ, right? After I got into the fitness, like 10 o'clock, I used to do my night shift. I used to wake up at 10 o'clock and I used to have my, whatnot. And these guys are like getting completely smashed. And I used to just get up, put on my shoe, and these guys are laughing at me, right? Like, what are you doing? Are you mentally well? Are you okay? So at that point, I had this insecurity in my mind, like, am I normal? Because they are sitting and drinking, and am I normal? Like, I'm thinking towards myself, like, but these fuckheads, they are wrong, not me. Now I know it. Why? Because they are not in a good condition right now. So subconsciously, I was doing the right thing, maybe because I was thinking long term. All I was doing, I was thinking long term, but I didn't realize it at that time. So today they're like, can you please help me with my condition, with my cholesterol, with my whatnot? So long terms, I was focused for almost 10 years. I was ferociously focused on this one. I didn't care about the time. I didn't think about the, political correctness. I didn't think about the normalcy. I didn't think about the society. I really didn't give a flying 747 F about anything or anybody. I was possessed about I needed this. So I focused on it. I just focused on it. Why? Just passion. But the key word is focus. Okay. So the focus is what is driving out, I would say, 90 to 95% of the result in your life. So whatever you're getting in your life, you can see it is because of the focus. And that's it. Okay. So what you think most of the time is exactly what you're going to get in life. Most of the time. What you think, you become. Please write it down, and please write this and paste it on the wall where you get up from your bed, like you open your eyes and you see this, you paste it in the mirror. Fuck, this should be everywhere. What you think, you become. I think it was quoted by Buddha. Yeah, I think it is by Buddha, but I don't know, whatever, right? Whoever. What you think, you become. Okay. So in this attention, in this thoughts, in this focus, it's an entirely different subject from time. Why is time? Why am I even talking about time here? Why? I mean, this is, I don't know, how come focus in time is like, the time is limited, you know it. And the time is defined by one thing. We all have time, right? We all are conscious about our time. I mean, some are not, but we have this thing about time. Why? Because we're going to die, right? So death defines time, at least for humans. Like, if death doesn't exist, why are we even thinking about time? Like, I'm good. I can do whatever I want whenever I'm good, right? So the death, I mean, aging is a process of the death, but the death is what is defining the time. That means when you have 24 hours and 8 hours is gone in the sleep, and 1 hour is 1 or 2 hours is gone in the eating or whatnot. So the remaining time, what is it that exactly you're focusing on? Because that's the only thing that's going to grow. And your time is limited. Your energy is limited. So you will not be able to do a lot of things. You know that, I know that. I'm talking some of the basic stuff here, but I hope you guys understand this one, okay? Because this is extremely important. When you understand this one, you will just say no to pretty much everything and everybody, because you know what you are going to be focusing on. And you're just going to say no to this, no to that, no to that person, no to this person. You're not, because you're like a hungry fucking lion. You're just a hungry lion. You just wanted to get what you want, and that's it. You're going to be so focused, and that's why the time is very important. Okay. So concentration is the key. Be it concentrated thought, concentrated effort, it doesn't matter. If you wanted that snowballing effect, what is a snowballing effect? It starts with a small piece of ice, or not piece of ice, I mean small mist or whatever, right? I mean, it just rolls down the mountain. When it reaches the ground, or as it goes down the slope, what happens? It just turns out to be a big ball. Take anything, for example, right? People with addiction, starts small, ends up big. People who start in investing, start small, big. So the concentration is the key. If a person who's a drug addict or who's an alcoholic is thinking about the next weekend, next fix, it's a concentrated thought, and the efforts are going to be concentrated. There's no way he's not going to get his next fix. He will get it. So the result is going to be concentrated. Maybe now, maybe not now, but definitely 5 years now, from now, 10 years from now, this is going to happen. So the focus, again, just coming back to the word thought, that is where it all begins. Okay. So if the result, what you get is failure. Okay. If the result, what you get is failure. Okay. I'm doing the right thing, Vishak. I'm not able to get it. I'm doing this, but I'm not able to crack this. I'm not able to succeed in this. And that's a good question. So I am focusing on the right thing. I'm thinking about the right thing. I am putting my effort, my work, my energy, everything into the right thing, but still I'm not able to get it. Let me just give you a small example, very small example. You're not happy with your job. So you want to quit your job and look for something else. So you are looking for another job. Okay. Now, yes, you are thinking the right thing. You are putting in the effort. The concentrated result, you're not getting the result. And that is why I'm saying that if the result that you get is failure, if it is failing, you apply for 100 job applications, you're not getting it. That means that with enough iteration, you will find the truth. It sounds very spiritual, or it sounds a little paradoxical, but this is the truth, right? Enough iteration. What is iteration? Try this attempt, another attempt, another attempt. So with enough iteration, you will find the truth. But the thing is, do you have the balls to go on until you find the truth? What is the truth? The truth is, I mean, in this case, finding your job. That's the truth, right? So for you to go through this one, you need the mental toughness, you need the physical, you need, I mean, that's a whole different ball game. But are you guys with me? So if you are thinking the right things, and if you're putting the right amount of work, if you're squeezing every ounce of you every single day for a better life, you might not get the result today, but the concentrated result, if what you're getting today, even if it's for failure, just with enough iteration, that is the key word. That enough iteration could be 100, it could be 10, it could be second, it could be 1,000. But that is what is going to separate you from the average. So with enough iteration, you will find the truth. If you want a six pack, put in the right amount of work, put in the so much of thoughts and so much of efforts. You're not getting the result, but with enough iteration, you will find the truth. Why am I saying it with so much of conviction? Survival instinct. That's it. Survival instinct. I've been to the rock bottom. Okay. Without anybody, there's no people to talk. Alone, scared, broke, lonely, and just iteration. Just happens. It just happens. Okay. So that is with the focus. Shall we move on? How many of you, by the way, how many of you learning? Okay, Neha, I don't think I have invited any women over here. I mean, you can stay if you want, but anyway, how many of you guys are learning? Okay. So first is the thought. Very, very important, extremely important. Pessimistic thoughts, replace it. I'll give you tactics to replace it. Okay. Next one is the focus. So I want you to be more mindful from tomorrow. What is it that you're thinking? And what is it that you're focusing? What is it that you are paying attention to? Because if you're paying attention to the wrong things, the wrong people, the wrong events, the wrong whatnot, even if it is it's just not relevant to you, then you don't want to, because you're clearly wasting your time. Although you're just sitting and thinking, you're just sitting and having a coffee, and you're just but instead, use that time to think about something that can bring goodness in your life. And trust me, this is a muscle that you need to keep on training every single day. Like every single day. This is how you become. I mean, when I talk about personality and behavior change, it requires work. That's what we are doing. Because from your teens, from your 20s, you've been having a certain kind of lifestyle. And because of the lifestyle, you've got what you've got today. And for you to change this, It requires work. And that is why I'm saying this, okay? So, yeah. You guys clear? Can we move on? Any other questions? Any questions before we move on? Yeah. Clear? Just type clear in the comment box. Okay, perfect. So from tomorrow, practice the mindfulness on how you know, the thoughts, the focus, two things. Cool. Moving on to the next, the direction. Okay. So how many of you have bad, not bad, yeah, bad, low or low state, right? Low state, bad or negative thoughts, overthinking, negative thinking, doesn't matter. But anxiety, that's a big one. Anxiety, depression. I was talking to a couple of you over the message. Depression, that's a big one. Regret, guilt is there. I mean, that is for some, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I mean, yeah. So the reason is, especially the anxiety, right? The reason is your path is not clear. That's it. How many of you agree with me? Right? You just, even if you have a nap, you know, you wake up and then you have this like tight feeling on your chest, like you felt sometimes, some of you might even feel that anxiety attack. Like, I'm feeling heavy. I'm not. So why is that? The path is not clear. Exactly. Right? The path is not clear. So look, what I'm talking over here, this is some serious stuff. Is extremely serious stuff, and most people don't understand. And I don't blame, like when I say most people, whoever guided you on the path wherever you are, it could be your choice, because of unawareness or because of lack of experience, or it could be like, you know, mostly it's parents just say do this and that's it, or it just came in your way and you just picked it up. I'm talking about career, business, whatever, right? It just happened, or it could be like a forced thing. But what I'm trying to say is, if the path that you are going right now, if it is not clear, then negative emotions are pretty much on every single day basis. And this is how, when I say, or I have seen personalities get changed to people becoming pessimistic, you know, I'm not being judgmental. Please don't think that I'm being judgmental. No, I'm not, but pessimistic. Like, will this even work? How can I even do this? Before even you could try, you just think about. So these emotions are down. Okay. And why is that happening? And I'll tell you one more thing. Okay. This is such a like heavy stuff. And I'm talking about men. Okay. So when you do something, okay, when you do okay, forget about everything. Forget about your work, for your this thing, that thing, purpose, and like forget about everything. I'll just give you a basic example. Okay. If you just go and feed someone, you're going to feel happy. Yes, you're going to feel happy. So the emotions are coming in because your path is not clear. That means that there is a huge misalignment. The alignment is not, it is not right. And when I say alignment, right, you, the person, in other words, a personality, what you do, and the path of uncertainty. So when these three things are not in alignment, then there is anxiety. And for men, especially, for men who is not in alignment with the purpose, with their vocation, mission, work, or whatever you want to call it, if they're not in alignment with that, mental health is out of the window. I'm not saying this. Statistics. People who are not happy with their job, people who are not happy with, I'm talking mostly about, not mostly, I'm talking about work alone. And why is this work alone? It's a funny thing that I want to share, but we don't have time for that. It just happened. Like I posted something on Facebook, and there was this person, how can work bring happiness to man? When he asked me, I was like awestruck. I'm like, okay, there are people who are living under the rock. Okay. So the direction is like, if you don't have a good direction, I'll tell you, I was stuck in my life. For me to find the direction, I can say I was fortunate enough to find my direction when I was 33, right? Or I lost almost 13 years because I didn't have direction. Of course, there are two ways to look at it, but I will look at the former and not the latter. So I didn't have direction, but I was fortunate enough that I found my mentors, I found people, and they're the ones who gave me the courage, and they were like, go for it. And so men don't have direction. Schools, forget it. They don't really care. You're just nothing to them. Okay. Parents can guide you in a certain way, but they don't know the truth. They don't know the today's world. And sometimes you have to be decisive to take a leap of faith. And that is what is going to define you and your character in the next 10 years. And the 10 years is just a ballpark that I'm giving you, okay? Because the way that I see it is, every man should find the purpose, or the purpose in his 20s should be finding purpose. And at that point, we are just pushed to get a job and pushed to, do the father's business or continue the family business and whatnot. You're just pushed. You're being forced to. Okay. And some people are happy, some people are lucky, some people are good enough, but most people end up with no direction. Okay. So feeling lost, feeling stuck, anxiety, depression, victim mentality. How many of you have faced this? Type IF in the comment box. IF. Lack of decisiveness. Yes, you mean so goals should be clear. That's why the path is not clear. Yeah. When the path doesn't have to be clear. Even if goal is like somewhat clear, that's good enough, because as you go, you can navigate. That's fine. So Nietzsche, how many of you know Nietzsche? Nietzsche once told that a man who has a why will find how, or he will be able to take, I don't know, something very, very nice quote. So the direction, regardless of what your age is, okay, regardless of what your age is, this should be your driving force. And there are some people who are achieving so many things. There are some people who are doing so many things and not feeling tired. You know what time I woke up today? I think around 5:30 or something. You know what time I slept? 2:30, 3 o'clock or something. Did I sleep today the entire day? I did not sleep. Okay. So what am I really trying to say is, my work is not stressing me. It is not. I love this shit. This is my arena. Okay. So work doesn't have to be stressful. And once you find the direction, trust me, the way that you move, it's going to be, how is the bamboo? How is the bamboo, right? I mean, the growth of the bamboo, that's like a solid nature, right? It grows under for so long, it grows under. And then, boom, right? Within the next 6 weeks or something, it just grows like crazy. So you need to, give yourself the time, spend the time in solitude. I'll tell you how to find the direction, but I want you to spend some time in solitude, alone, without any external energy, without any external voice, without any external influences, without anything, for a stipulated period of time. And then it'll come. It'll just come. But direction is extremely important. Just doing so many things so fast without a direction, you don't want that. Okay. So how do you find it? This is a to-do list. Okay. So please take a screenshot, write this down, or watch this recording once again. I don't know, but just make sure you do it. Okay. Yeah. So keep it very simple, extremely simple. Okay. Don't do this now, do this tomorrow. So from now on, when the routine is set, I want you to follow this routine, but a few things will change, and I will tell you, don't worry about it. Okay. So the first thing is, tomorrow morning, I want you to write down the 3 most important things that you would like to have in your life. Not far, not when you're in the 50s and 60s. I would say in the next 1 or 2 years. What is that you would like to have? It could be a career change. It could be, I don't know, getting married, or it could be getting more money, or it could be getting healthy. I don't know, anything, right? From the next 6 months to the 1 year. Okay. Write down the 3 things and cut down the 2. Just cut down the 2, because you don't want to be working on all 3. And I'll tell you the reason. I'll tell you why is that. Okay. So how you need to write it is, you need to write this in the present tense. This has a power to change your emotion, and emotion has the power to change your physiology. Physiology is your body thing. Okay. So for a second, just for a second, think about, not think, but imagine, like, close your eyes and you fuel your imagination. Okay. What is it that you want? Now write down 3 things. So you've written down 3 things, and pick the one that is most important. I know there could be several things that are suffering in your life, 3 areas or 4 areas or 5 areas that are suffering in your life. But what's the first thing? What's the most urgent, the most painful thing? What is the one thing that you want to fix? Like, in the next 6 months, I want to do this. I have to get it done. Hell or high water. I want to get it done. No matter what, let the earth shatter, but I want to get it done. Like, there's so much of powerful desires are going into that. Like, I want that. Okay. The next 6 months. Now take that and write it like you have already achieved it, like you already have it. It is the present. I mean, it's in the present tense. Okay. Now laminate the card. This becomes a goal card. This becomes a goal card. You need to have your goal card every single day. You need to have it in your pocket, in front of your computer, in front of your laptop, in front of your, I don't know, you've got to keep looking at it. That means these negative emotions, feeling lost, feeling stuck, it's not going to happen. You know why? I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but if you're feeling 100 times, you will feel, I don't know, 10 or 20 times. 80% of the time, you will not feel it. Why? Because you're looking at your goal card and you know what you've got to do. And then when you're looking at it, that means you're putting a new thought into it. And when the thought happens, the words happen. That's the mental vocabulary or the physical vocabulary. When this is happening, then the action is the result, the cause and effect. So when the action is the effect, then you're getting it done. When you get it done, stress comes down. When you're putting in action, anxiety comes down. When you're putting in the work, the negative emotions goes down. Are you getting it? This one thing itself is such a powerful thing. But then you need to have it. You need to have that, like, you need to keep reminding yourself all the time. Like, I'm telling my community members all the time, like, write down at least one page every single day. Just write one page of goals, just one page, just write. Don't look at yesterday's, but just write. What are these are nothing but, harnessing the power of your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is like, it's so powerful. It is so powerful. Your action is heavily determined by the subconscious mind. Why? Because most people are having an automated behavior. It is not okay, now you decided to come here. This is a conscious decision that you've taken, because you're interested in improving your life. You are interested in doing things, and that is why you've made a conscious decision. But after this or before this, you had it dinner. What is it? Subconscious. Either you're hungry or not hungry. You're like, okay, it's cooked, let me go eat. That's an automated behavior. It's coming from the subconscious mind. So if your subconscious mind is, it's filled with that one desire, this one desire, what's going to happen? You will get what you want. That's it. Okay. So how one goal. So tomorrow, by this time, you've got to have a card. So make it, make it like make it the size of the business card or the credit card. Okay. You can write it. Don't print and all. Write it, cut it exactly to the credit card or the business card or whatever. Go take a printout, laminate it. I mean, not a printout, sorry. Laminate it and keep it. I want you to have it and write it with specificity, a lot of specificity. I want you to have the card until you achieve it, until you get that. Don't have some unrealistic things. I want to have, 100 crores in the next 6 months. I mean, you know what I mean, right? Just write what is possible, but just write it. Okay. So that's the first thing, the direction. This itself is going to help you with your negative emotions a lot. Okay. This is probably and possibly the first step in developing your mental toughness. Because if you are in an unempowered state, forget about mental toughness. Forget about it. It's not going to happen. Okay. So that's the first one, the direction. The next one is the happiness. So why happiness? What is it? Right? So please pay attention over here. I want you to, I don't know, like, how do I say this? What are the things that you've been procrastinating? Not 3 things, not 5 things, but write down all of it. Just write down all of it. Okay, it could be a page. It could be 2 pages. What are the things that you've been procrastinating? Or it could be just a notepad or whatever. Okay. So again, this comes, tomorrow morning. Okay. These are all one-time exercises. But this one-time exercise itself is going to give you enough work that you're going to get it done. Okay. What are the things that you've been procrastinating? Just write it down. Once you write it down, you're going to have a very clear idea and very good understanding as to why your life is not moving. Okay. It's because of this. And it's because of this. So write down the things that you've been indecisive on. Okay. What are the things that you are hesitating to decide? What is scaring you? What is making you uncomfortable? What are you in fear of? What is it? Just write it down. Okay. So let's say that you have two pages of this list, right? 2 pages of this list. Now, first thing is I want you to decide in that list. I want you to decide the things that is going to make you healthy, things that are going to make you wealthy, and things are going to enhance your relationship. If you think that something is not really happening with you and your spouse, or with you and your mom, with you and your brother, I don't know, whatever that is, right? And you've been burying inside. You wanted to tell something, you don't want to say it. And because of that, the emotions are getting buried. Because of you're suppressing your emotions. So all of this is happening. Even if you don't have good relationship with yourself, and you've been suppressing it like inside. You're just putting it. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. What do you think these are? And it will ruin you. It will ruin you if you don't express it out. I'm not saying that go start bashing everyone. That's not what I'm saying. Make that decision. When you write down the things that you've been procrastinating, what is it? It is like, why are you feeling guilty about, you watch an entire day of Netflix, you feel a little guilty later. Why? That's why I put that happiness as a thing. Because when you don't move, and when you're doing the counterproductive things, what is going to happen is your physiology is trying to tell you, your soul is trying to tell you, do something. So just by moving, just by taking action, I'll give you the hacks how to do this. Okay. So just by moving, just by taking that first step itself, you're going to influence your mind with a positive reinforcement. When that positive reinforcement keeps happening over and over and over and over again, this is how you build that muscle. Like, I can't fucking procrastinate. I can't do it. I need speed. Like, I need that shit like every single day. I'm ready to sacrifice everything because I know what is the one desire. This is, wait, where's the slide? Yeah. Can you see this? I have one desire, and that's it. There's nothing that's going to come in my way. Like, nothing. It can try, but nothing can. Nothing can. And procrastination is just like out of the window. It's not in my vocabulary at all. I'll do it later. I'll do it tomorrow. No, I can't. I just don't do that. Okay. So the moment I talk about it, it's like, because I'm mindful, I am watchful. So my every activity, if I am getting somewhat comfortable, that's a red sign. Okay, wait a minute. Like, do you have any other agenda? Because right now it's not the time to be in the comfort zone. I have given 2 sheets of affirmation, right? That is where that's what I have posted all over my studio. So yeah. So the moment you have the procrastination, I'll do it later. The moment you have that, right now or later, you're going to feel a little guilty. Not necessarily about this, but you're going to feel that heaviness, feeling that lower side of the spectrum, like the lower side of the emotional spectrum. You're going to feel that. So stress in all of these areas, it will come because of procrastinating, because I'll do it later, because of you're not deciding, because you're not having the decisive, like, difficult conversation. Are you getting it? This is within yourself as well. The conversation with yourself as well. So I want you to write down all of this, and not just write down. I want you to write and paste it somewhere. Now you are seeing it. Now this is real. It is not in your mind. It is real. You've got to have you wanted to ask for a raise with your boss. Okay. And you don't want to ask it. You're hesitating to ask. Now he's been dumping a lot of work and you're hating him because you can't even he can't just magically understand that you need a raise unless you have a conversation. Now, difficult conversation while you're having it's going to be difficult, but after that you're going to be like, that's a relief. Okay. So some of it will make no sense at this moment, and some of it will look like, or might sound like, conventional or normal or easy, or I don't know, but just do it. Okay. Just do it. So, and then you will see when you're ticking off this mark, okay, I've done this, check, I've done this, check, I've done this, check. And then you will see how you're feeling inside. So what you need to understand is, when you are deciding, when you are taking on that procrastinating thing action, like on that procrastination part, when you are taking that action, when you're doing this, so one after the other, it is going to cause a lot of positive reinforcement in your mind. And this is how you find the good dopamine. This is how you fire up the good dopamine, because you don't care about the result. Let me say that again. You don't care about the result. You care about taking action and finishing it off. Now let's get into the routine. Now, okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. Now, yeah. Okay. Now we'll get into the routine. So from tomorrow, gentlemen, I have a framework, and this framework is something that I have developed over the years. Okay. So all you've got to do is see, the thing is, this is something that I believe, and it is like, it just served me well for many, many years. Um, I think I'm pretty well off. I'm not bragging and boasting, but I think I'm pretty well off. I've got a pretty good partner, and I'm healthy. How many people, like, how many of you have heard from people saying that? So I'm reasonably All right. All right. I am back. I'm back. I'm back. Thank you guys. Thank you for waiting. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I audible? Am I visible? Yes. Thanks. Just give me a yes in the comment box. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Aryan Chandan. Super. Cool. Loud and clear. Awesome. So let me just get into the routine. Okay. So what I was saying is this routine is it's very empowering. It's super powerful, provided you do this. So initially, what is going to happen is, so I gave this analogy before, like, okay, now you have your life going on. Okay, you have your life going on, and think of yourself as a piston, and the piston is like up and down, up and down. Now this is going on. Now what's going to happen is there is the tank or the cylinder. Now that's going to change. Think of it like that. So when that is changing, there's a lot of friction that's happening. So when there's a lot of friction that's happening, you tend to break if you don't have a strong mindset. So towards the end, I'll give you the mindset, like the strong setting. Okay. Okay. So at all time, what is that you will have to think? So this, for me to learn this, it took a long time, and there's nobody talking about this one, and I think, yeah, there's nobody actually talking about it. So I want to just materialize this today for all of you. So the routine. Okay. So don't think that I'm going to add I'm adding a bunch of stuff to you. All you've got to do is just negate the things that is not really adding value to you. That means, what is it that is, okay, come back over here. What is it like that is not making you healthy? What is it that is not making you wealthy? What is it that is not enhancing your relationship with yourself as well? Okay. If your activities, habits, hobbies, whatever, if it is not making you healthy, wealthy, or enhancing your relationship, those are the things that needs to get out. Okay. And those are the things that needs to be least prioritized. Let me put it that way. Okay. So routine. By the way, how many of you are learning? Are you guys learning? Are you guys learning? Is it powerful? Type PF in the comment box. PF is just type PF if you find this powerful. Good. Good, good, good. Perfect. So the routine. Please write this down. You can also watch this recording, but I want you to write it down. Okay. So please have this, please have this by your side every single day, and then you will see it. Okay. So the first one is, you've got to take care of your dinner. You must have a routine on this. I'm not asking you should only eat this one, you should only eat at this time. No. But if you have a routine, similar kind of food, your digestive system is going to be set to that particular thing with the particular quantity. But most of us tend to eat based on how you feel. I feel like eating that. I feel like it. No, I'm not saying that don't do that. You can do it. You can have it like a one-off day. Once in a week, just eat what you want. But most days, I'm talking about at least 6 days a night, 6 nights a week, have similar quantity, or probably even the same quantity, same type of food at the same time. Okay. So it is not only your digestive system, but also your biochemistry is going to be more inclined towards digesting that particular food in a stipulated time. So if you don't have a routine on this particular, like your dinner, then the sleep is going to get affected. And trust me, I slept late last night, and I woke up a little early today. My energy was a little off. So I had to do other things to really keep me up, like other things. And I'll tell you what other things are. Okay. So first is the dinner. The next one is, this is every day. Okay. Write down 3 to-do lists. So you can pick this from the procrastination list, whatever you have written down. It's a better way to do it. Okay. Write 3 things. Why write? Not on your phone, not on your email. Don't just, no, write. Where's my book? So always have a notepad right in front of you, And all these are subconscious programming. So whatever we are doing here, it's a mind programming. You're programming your mind to more, optimistic approach in your life. If it is not written down, it is in your mind. If it is in your mind, it's just poof, gone. After 1 week, after 2 weeks, after 1 year, it's just, I don't know what happened. It's just the same thing, right? So write down 3 to-do lists. So when you're writing down, when you're holding your pen, when you're writing it down, now somewhere, you're just seeing it all the time. Like, I have to hit the gym. Okay, I have to hit the gym, right? I need to do this. I don't know, whatever. So have this as a routine. And this is such a powerful routine. And you will see how your life is going to change. Okay. So that's the second one. The third one is optional. If you want to take a shower, you can. Some of you take shower twice. Some of you take once, and that's fine. This is optional. But the fourth one, this is extremely important. Okay. So for the inner circle members, I have shared this in the Telegram. Okay. This is something that I have recorded about, I think, 3 years ago, when I was really struggling with my own schedule. I just wrote something, I recorded it, I'll share it with others, like in the WhatsApp group. I'll give it to you. So download it. And what you need to do is, it's nothing but an alarm. It's a tone. It's about 30-40 seconds of ringtone that you fix it as your alarm, and then keep it far. I'm not saying that wake up at this time. I'm not. Why? Because most of your lifestyle is different. Some of you are in night shift. Some of you are in day shift. Some of you are having a business. Some of you are, your schedule is all different. But when I say morning, you know what I'm talking about, right? You have a good amount of sleep, wake up, and that's your morning. So when you wake up, like when you keep your phone far, okay? So what I'm saying is, so this is where you sleep, and you've got to take about 10 steps or 20 steps or even the next room to access your phone. Okay? Next room to access your phone. You don't want to mess with your sleep. If your sleep is taking a toll, your biochemistry is taking a toll. You can never be a high performing person tomorrow. You can't, because when I'm sleepy, I will be annoyed, and my emotions will be bad. My decisions that I'm taking is going to be bad. My work performance is going to be low. There's so many things that's going to happen. So keep your phone away. Try to reduce the blue light, and just keep your phone away. Okay, just put it somewhere far, and put this alarm. So when that rings, obviously you've got to get up. You've got to wake up. You've got to get up from the bed, and then you've got to take steps, and then turn off the alarm. So before you turn off the alarm, you don't turn on the alarm, doesn't matter. What really matters is you're getting up. Now the alarm is ringing, just ringing its brains out, and you're out of the bed. You're out of the bed. That is important. That is important. You're getting out of the bed is such a big thing, right? I mean, just think about it. When I look at myself, or when I look at people who are doing this today, I'm like, what the hell? Like, what was I thinking? Wake up and just scroll on it for, and that's why I was sending the message today, right? I mean, I was doing the same thing a few years ago. So that is not an empowering thing. Okay. So keep your phone far away. Take about 10 to 20 steps to even reach your phone. And you're not reaching your phone for anything else, just to turn off your alarm. And that's it. Okay. I hope you guys are with me. So 3 + 1. The 1 is optional, but 3 activities until now. This must be your routine. So dinner, same food, pretty much the same food, very close, same time, same quantity. No change. 7 days a week, preferably, right? 3 to-do list, just write it down. Shower, if you want to do it, you can. Keep your phone far away. And the alarm, I'll share it with you. So the moment you get out of the bed, the moment you step out of the bed, you've got to do this. Okay. So this changes your emotion. This changes your mindset. Not the mindset, but yeah, the mental state. It changes your mental state. The moment you wake up, you are doing this. Don't start immediately jumping, but take a little time. do a little warm up, just something, I don't know, swing your arms, swing your legs or something, and then do this. This is called as jumping jacks. This is the basic, the simplest way to really charge yourself up, like really charge yourself up. If you do 50, just 50, 50, that's it. You will be awake like you can go to war. Okay? I'm giving you some of the, like the deep kept secrets. Okay? The moment you immediately, like without any second thought, without any time delay, without anything, you're going to do it. So when you're doing these are your cold-blooded acts, like cold-blooded act. And that's it. Just act. That's it. There's nothing else. Just act. Okay. So the moment you wake up, go there, turn off your phone, and then start warming up a little bit, just about 15, 30 seconds. Just jump a little, I don't know, do something, and then start off with this one. It's called a jumping jacks. Just take a good look at it. If you want more clarity, you can go to YouTube and just type in jumping jacks. Not tomorrow morning. Okay. Don't go tomorrow morning. You're not going to for the first 3 hours, for 3 hours or 4 hours, you're not going to touch your phone. You're not. You're not. Okay. I'm actually making a video on how to really, divorce your phone or break up your phone, break up with your phone. I'm making on that. But I'll tell you what. So do this jumping jacks. The reason why I'm asking you to jumping jacks, first off, there is your brain, your cognitive performance will go up, not just in the morning, but throughout the day. Your energy will go up. Number 2. Number 3, blood flow. Number 4, your emotions are up. And number 5, you're having more empowering action. You're doing something. You're in movement. Okay. It's called as jumping jacks. 50 is good. Like really good number. Just to charge yourself up. Don't consider this as a workout. It's not. Okay. Now you are moving. So this is where the positive reinforcement happens. I mean, not happens, but begins. Okay. Then you will have the hydration and the visualization. So remember you did this to-do, right? To-do list. Okay, these are the things that I want to do tomorrow. So you wrote it down yesterday, last night. Today, it's about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I don't know, whatever the time it is. Immediately finish off this jumping jacks and finish off your morning rituals. Just go to the kitchen and drink a little water. No matter what happens, you are going to hydrate yourself. And lack of energy, feeling weak can be because of hydration. Can be. Not is, but can be. Okay. So hydration. So when you are hydrating, when you are drinking your water, 1 liter of water must go every single day in the morning, the first thing. Okay. So when you are drinking your water, you need to visualize. So what are some of the things that you've been procrastinating? Please type it. Just give me one example. I don't know, 1 or 2 examples. I don't know, something like just something. What are the things that you've been procrastinating? Like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it later. Okay. So, okay. These things, when you're procrastinating, you're not thinking about the whole thing. You're not looking at it you're looking at a whole thing. You're thinking about the whole thing. But instead, when you're drinking the water, when you're downing sip by sip, I want you to pick one specific activity that you've been, I don't know, whatever you've been procrastinating on, okay? You want to look for a job. Now you're looking for a job. The whole thing is scaring you because you're looking at it from a giant thing. It's a big task. Chunk it. So today, I'm in control of doing this. And what is that? What is that one thing? And that one thing, you're supposed to just get into that one thing. Pay attention to the detail. That will get you excited. Not only just kill the procrastination, not only just get off with the laziness, but you will get excited just by getting into the details of it. Why? Here is the catch. So when you think about, okay, I want to get a new job and I want to start applying for jobs. When you think of that, now that's a big thing. So your brain is actually thinking that, okay, from you know, from searching a job or from applying for all the applications, from your application to getting your job and getting your first salary. That's how it's your brain is seeing. So the moment that it is like, oh my God, that's like a lot of work to do, that means we spoke about the energy. The energy is finite and your brain very well knows it. So the reason why you're procrastinating, the procrastination is simply because you are, I mean, your brain is thinking, okay, no, I don't have the energy. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Why? Because I think I'm pretty good now. Let me just save on. Let me just lie down over here. Let me just do some scrolling. Let me just watch some TV. Let me just do this. Why? These things consumes less energy. But what is the thing that you really want? That your brain is thinking, if I do that, I might die, because what if I don't get the food? Right? This is the animal mind. But you know that is what you need to do. So what you need to do is, now you have to break it into chunks. It is not about from your application to you getting your job or to you getting your first salary. It is not about that. It is about just opening the Chrome browser, opening the monsterjobs.com, or opening the LinkedIn, just one particular activity. Now, when you start seeing those things in your mind, that means now your brain is analyzing, okay, you know what? I think it's not that difficult. This is doable. I can open the Chrome browser. I can open the Chrome browser. I can open LinkedIn. Opening LinkedIn, I can do that, right? Now you're getting excited because now you already saw the end result. The end result over here is the LinkedIn page, not getting your first salary. This is the best and the fastest way for you to kill your procrastination. You're never going to be lazy if you're going to do this. This is such a powerful secret. If you just do this, just do it, and then you will see it. Okay. So tomorrow, just watch this particular segment if you want to. Whatever you're procrastinating on, if it's a big thing, chunk it probably even to 10 pieces and pick the one thing and focus on the one thing and just get down into the details of it. What is the first moment? Somebody was saying that I want to get to the gym. So you're thinking that, oh, gym, that's it. Gym means workout. Workout means that's a lot. No, no. Start with getting out of your bed, and then the shoes, and then the dress, the shoe, and then stepping out, and then hitting your first push-up or doing the first warm-up. Do focus on those kind of details, like little by little. Okay, that's doable. That's doable. That's doable. And that's it. By the time you are, okay, you know what? I'm excited. I'm it's ready to rock. Okay. So just do that. Okay. That is when you are drinking your water. Yeah. If you want, see, turmeric and cinnamon, it's something that I use because turmeric for inflammation. We have a lot of stress. People have a lot of stress. Stress causes inflammation. Chronic stress causes more inflammation. If you think your body is slowing down, your joints are paining, extremely demotivated, it's probably because of the inflammation. So turmeric as in turmeric powder, will help you with the inflammation, because it's got an anti-inflammatory process. Will it solve the inflammation? No, it will not. It will not completely take off the inflammation, but turmeric is going to really help you with the inflammation. Okay. Cinnamon, why? Because just better insulin sensitivity. That's all. Insulin is it's a little science. It's better for your carbs. Sugar intake will be better. Your body's response towards the sugar intake will be better. The chances of you getting the diabetes or type 2 diabetes is less. That's it. Just think of that way. Okay. Cinnamon as in blend your cinnamon, make it as a powder, and then put it in the water and just drink it. It sucks. The taste is very bad. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? You got to do it. So that's with your hydration and visualization. Okay. This is going to take, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. Boil the water, warm the water, and just drink it. Cool. Now comes the activating the beast mode. So this is again optional. And this is not necessarily, it has to be in this particular order. Like, you don't have to activate your beast mode after your hydration and visualization. After the visualization, you are pretty much going to be empowered. That means you are towards taking that action. You are on your way to make that happen, whatever that is. But why do you want to do this? Like, why is this particular thing is important? And you can use it whenever you want. Okay. So sometimes, not sometimes, if you step out, if you go look around, people, right? Most people are in unempowered state. Unempowered. That means because of the automated behavior, and just lost, stuck in some limbo, just doing something. Okay. Most people, this is how they're operating. So every time when it comes to doing something, the first thought that strikes their mind is, I'll do it later. The first thought that strikes their mind, I'll do it later. Especially the things that requires you to take more work. When it requires a lot of work, when it requires a lot of effort, I'll do it later. It just causes inconvenience. Inconvenience means more energy expenditure. So your body doesn't want to spend. This is just pure science. So the biochemistry is, as in, I'm talking from the metabolic standpoint, it's low. Why do you think, like, okay, so which one is more appealing? Going to the gym and working out, or staying home and scrolling? Right? I don't know. Ordering from Swiggy, or like going to the kitchen and just making a solid meal. Which one? And what are most people doing? Are you getting it? So that's why I'm saying that most people are wrong. The society is wrong. So activating the beast mode. Look, okay, beast mode is I know it's such a cheesy or a cliche concept, but you do this. Inner circle members, you know what this is, but I still want to reiterate. Okay. So you want to do something. You're tired. You're just tired. Okay. This one alone, it can save your life. It's a very powerful secret. So each and every one of us, we have a warrior voice within us. A warrior, an animal within us. Everyone has it. Okay. So if I'm asking you, will you be able to lift a car? Just lift a car. The first obvious answer is no. No, I can't. But if I change the question, like, if your child is stuck under the car, will you lift it? You won't even think. You will already be lifting. Like, you will already be like, you see what I'm saying? So so where is that coming from? Where is that? That is an athlete. That is an animal. Correct. Animal as in not in a bad way, but you get the point. So where did that come from? So when you put your mind in that animal mentality, that is how you have this attack. So somebody was asking me, how do you have this attack mentality? How do you develop? It is all about looking at this, looking at that particular thing. Like, if you think you wanted to learn a skill, and if you think that you are lazy, I'm not able to do this, I want to fucking sleep today, I don't want to learn my skill, who is at the loss? It is okay. It is easy to just go and hit the bed. It is easy to do that. It's everybody are doing it because everybody are lazy. So you have committed to yourself that you are going to learn this particular skill so that in the next 6 months, you're going to get a better job. You have committed to yourself. Okay. So 5 years down the line, 5 weeks down the line, one particular day, you had an overtime and you just came home late because you were stuck in the traffic and you didn't really eat well. And one of your loved ones is in the hospital. Can happen, right? Situations can happen. So in that particular day, your skill development, that 1 hour is taking a hit. So at that point, your mind will fight in its maximum capacity to, change your dress, just go to sleep. We'll see tomorrow. That's it. But if you're possessed by that idea, you will not do it. You will not just say, I don't want to now. So is this so important? Is this really like so serious. If you're going to operate like this, you're going to face the burnout. Grind all the time, hitting it hard, like I'm going to do this. You're going to face the burnout. Okay, so I will also be teaching you how to not hit that point, how to find that euphoria, how to find that sweet spot. Okay, so I'll talk about that too. So I want you to use this on the most important things of your life. By tomorrow, when you're writing it, you will have the most important things. What are the areas that you need to work on? You will have a pretty clear list tomorrow. Okay, what are they? Things that is going to make you healthy, things that is going to make you money, and things that is going to enhance your relationship. Well, first two are most important, like health and money. You cannot compromise on that. You've got to have these two. Without health, there's nothing. And without money, you're nothing. You got it? So you got to focus on these two. So when you want to work on this, your brain will fight, because both of these requires energy. And most people are not willing to put that energy because they are lazy. And that's why the pyramid we spoke about, right? Very few people who are successful because they're possessed. So everyone has a warrior voice. The warrior voice is something that you need to find. It could be in any different area of your body, anywhere. For me, it's right here. For you, it could be here, or it could be on the back, or it could be on the chest, it could be on the stomach. I don't know. I don't know, right? The warrior voice, that warrior part of you need to tap into that animal. This particular thing, this particular state is extremely crucial. And every time you feel down, you feel like, you know what, I don't have the energy. I don't think so I can do this. I'm scared. I'm not able to perform this. Life is getting so hard. Every time when you feel or you get into that most unempowered state, I want you to tap into that and just start. I want you to practice it. It's not going to come once. You practice this at least for the next 7 days. Just practice it, and then you will see it. There's a different, whole new personality of yourself. You're like, is this me? You got it? So how do you develop that? So just close your eyes and just see which part of your body feels more powerful. More powerful. My legs are very powerful. My hand is very powerful. My, like it could be like different. I can't tell this to you, and I don't want to say this to you. Okay, for me, it is here, and I want you to find that, and that's the area. Along with that, there's a voice. So the voice is not like it's not like that. Scream out loud. Just scream out loud. The way that I got it is I was just studying these animals for a while. Okay, I was just researching on the animal mentality, and I studied gorillas, like gorillas alone, chimps, apes, and the way apes, take up its different, like take up its position, and the way it just projects the strength to the enemy. Right? What does it do? It just wakes up, just gets up and just exposes the chest and start banging on the chest, so that it inhales. The first thing is it inhales so that it can look bigger in front of the enemy, and then it bangs with the chest, like it just bangs. So that's how I found my voice. Now, anytime, even if I just want to sleep, like I didn't sleep, I couldn't sleep, I just want to sleep. I know this is some real shit that I'm teaching you, okay? But if you're going to do this one, trust me, this is going to make you powerful. It's going to make you powerful. There's no more laziness. These kind of weak thing, it's not going to happen in your life ever. I promise you that, okay? So if I feel like sleepy, I'm really not able to do it. All I've got to do is just get up, just do the jumping, and then start hitting. It might look crazy, but am I getting my things done? Absolutely yes. Okay, I'm not going in the streets and I'm doing this. That's not what my point is. My point is, as long as you can find a space where you can get this done, the warrior voice. You should not forget the warrior voice. In fact, you should not forget whatever we are talking over here, because one way or the other, somewhere here and there, it is affecting your life. So you don't want that. And that's why for you to really be in an empowered state most of the time, I'm talking about 80 to 90% of the time, just do this. Okay, this is your warrior voice. You need to find it, grow it, just mature it, just keep practicing. Every time when you feel weak, every time when you feel that laziness, every time when you feel like procrastinating, every time when you feel that voice in your mind that I think I'll do it later. The moment you feel it, if you think it's important, just get up and I want to do it. Okay. You change your physiology. You just change your physiology and you will see how your mental state is changing. You're just sitting there. I don't know how many of you want to do it or how many of you will do it. All you got to do is just get up. Just get up. Just put your phone down. Just put your tab, phone, laptop, whatever. Just put it on the table and just jump. Just jump for like 5 times. Just jump like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a physiological change. Once you change your physiology, now the blood is circulating faster. You're breathing faster. This pumps more oxygen to your brain. And now you feel like more energetic. So where does this energy came from? Where did this, I don't know how many of you did this, but if you did this, where did this energy come from? So earlier, if you wanted to work on your skill for the next 1 hour, I feel sleepy, man. I don't want to do this now. But if you just do this 5 times of jumping, where did this energy come from? So the energy is all there. It's all locked. And if you don't take it out, you got it? So powerful stuff. Okay. So that is with the activating the beast mode. Again, if you not at all times, but do it when you feel that weakness, when you're feeling that low, then do it. Okay. So that's with the beast mode. And then comes the writing routine. So the writing routine, so rest of the things will not change for this 5 days and for the rest of your life. These things will not change, but the writing routine will change. Okay. So what is the writing routine? I want you to write this now. Okay. So don't worry. It's only on the first day you will have this much, but after this, you will get habituated to this. Now, what is the self-limiting belief? So the writing routine for tomorrow, for day after tomorrow, it's different. The next day it's different. The next day it's different. It's all different. Only for tomorrow, you've got to do this little bit of writing. So self-limiting beliefs, and I'm going to read some, and this is something that you have given me, not me, but you have entered in the sheet. So I've just consolidated this, and I'll tell you what, self-limiting beliefs are nothing but the belief system that you have in your mind that is not letting you move forward in your life. Okay. So self-doubt, lack of confidence. It's like, I don't know why I always feel unsatisfied. I'm not aware of my potential. I can't even do 5 push-ups at a stretch. I always feel like a dreamer and not a doer. I am not sure where to invest my energy for optimal results, right? Those are self-doubt and lack of confidence. Procrastination and laziness. I feel stuck in cycles of mediocrity. I'm inconsistent. Lack of self-motivation. I feel lazy, procrastinating on important tasks. I keep delaying on the work on anything, right? Next one, fear of failure. I'm fear of mingling with people, not able to, take action because I feel myself as foolish. Negative self-image. That's the 4th one. I am overweight. I'm not happy with my appearance. I'm not capable of achieving my goals. I feel like I'm worthless. I'm not performing at my best. I'm not capable of becoming mentally strong, right? Dependency and comfort zone. Like, I'm stuck in a comfort zone. I struggle with dependency. I depend on other people a lot. I don't know how to get where I want to reach in life. So if you say you don't know, that means you don't know. The mind is blocking yourself from more thinking. That means the prefrontal cortex, this particular part, the prefrontal cortex, that is not helping you get there. Like, it's not helping you push past that limiting boundary. So if it is not letting you think beyond, how are you going to think beyond? So what I want you to do is tomorrow, not today, don't do any of this today, okay? All the writings are for tomorrow. So tomorrow, what I want you to do is write down all the self-limiting beliefs. And the self-limiting beliefs, how you can get it is very simple. Think of all the painful areas in your life. And think of all the things that are stopping you to solve that. Okay, I am not happy with my job. Okay, so self-limiting belief is no matter how much I try, maybe I'm not enough. I'm not sufficient. I'm not good enough. I'm not, high performer. I'm not whatever that is going on in your mind. Those are self-limiting beliefs. Okay, just write the self-limiting beliefs and I will tell you what to do for it tomorrow. You got it? But this is important. Self-limiting beliefs. So, are you guys clear? So, from tomorrow as in, tomorrow, keep your phone away, do 50 jumping jacks, drink a lot of water, 1 liter of water. During your drinking, do the visualization and then do the writing routine. So writing routine right now, all you're going to do is this. So until now, it will take about, I don't know, 15 minutes, right? Keeping your phone away, jumping jacks, hydration, less than 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes you've passed from your waking up. And writing routine can go up to, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, just write. Okay. So tomorrow's writing routine is going to be on a limiting beliefs, self-limiting beliefs. Okay. Just write. Okay. So once you're done with that, then you can get on with the physical training. So I will share what you have to do, what physical training you will have to do tomorrow. Like what you've got to do for tomorrow, I will share it on the WhatsApp group. I'll just put it on the YouTube and share it. You do that. So immediately after writing, so by writing, you will finish half an hour. That's the first half an hour after you get up. You wake up and these are things you do, one, and then boom, you finish your writing. I'm ready to go. Now you finish your training. The physical training will be anywhere from 40 minutes to 50 minutes. Okay. So this is going to be your routine for the rest of your life. Just do this and then you will see it. Okay. So physical training. Once you finish your physical training, immediately, just sit. Just sit. Just don't move a muscle. Like nothing. And you will see the quietness in your mind. Okay. You will see the quietness in your mind. This is where the unnecessary thinking, the unwanted thinking, all of that, overthinking, just too much of garbage in your mind is just going to be like off. It's just going to be off. It's not going to happen one day. Please don't even expect any of the miracles to happen overnight. It's not going to happen. If you want a better, healthier, richer, faster, stronger 40s and 50s, these are your main, this is how you oil your machine. This is how you oil your life. Okay. So yeah, quiet your mind. I'm not giving you the time. Call it meditation, call it, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but just sit. Nothing at all. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doesn't matter. Don't do it for 1 minute and 2 minutes, but at least for a stipulated time. But just do it. When you feel like getting up, okay, this is the challenging part. This is how you build that resistance. When you feel like getting up, oh, I have to email this person. Oh, I have to check that message. Did I reply to that message? Did I keep something on the LPG gas, right? I have to take a shower. Like, what if my driver calls me, right? So many things that are coming in. So time it accordingly. And when these thoughts are coming in, it is asking you, it is seducing you to get up. It is tempting. It is so tempting. Just get up and get moving in life. This is where the resilience is coming in. You've got to hold on. Nope, not now. Not now. Let me see how far I can go. Let me see how far I can go. Your willpower will be tested. Okay. It'll give you all the right powerful reasons to get up. Like it's okay. Now it's really time for you to get up. Just get up and go. Just get up, move. Nope. Not going to happen. Try me. Right? Try me. So the quieting the mind, it is like when you do this, the mind keeps talking 10 times or 10 things. After 3 days or 4 days, it'll keep telling you 8 things and then 6 things. And eventually it'll not come down to 0. That will never happen. But that resistance, the fight will eventually come down. I can stay for 1 hour. Like you'll be in that position. If you can stay for half an hour, you're good. Most people can't say for 2 minutes. If you can say for half an hour, I'm talking about not even moving your eyes inside the eyelids. This is exactly what I mentioned in the thing. When you close your eyes and you're not even moving your eyes, you're not even moving the eyes, just even a little bit. Imagine that. That's some next level control. It took so many years. I think it took about 6, 7 years or 8 years to probably define this to myself. Like, okay, now I'm getting it. So this is what it is. This is what people are talking about. Okay, so I'm giving it to you like just like that. So when you do this, when you practice it, that's when you feel that you're weightless. You're just so smooth. You're like, you're good. Okay, mental resilience. So of course, keep a time for yourself and then do it. So the most time consuming thing is, I would say, from here to here, 30 minutes. This is about 40 minutes. Okay, so 30 plus 40 is what? 30 plus 40. 30 plus 40 is 70. Okay, and keep this as 20 minutes and 80, 90 minutes. 90 minutes from the time you get up. Okay, quiet your mind. And then this is optional. If you can get the 50 minutes of sun, it's good. It's good for your vitamin. It's good for your mood. Just basic good energy if you want to do it. If you don't want it, that's fine. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. But make sure that you make it a habit of getting some sun. Throughout the day, at least about 10 minutes, just get some sun. Get some sun, get some fresh air. But most importantly, you finish off your meditation, go take a cold shower without flinching. It could be summer, it could be winter, it could be whatever, but just take a cold shower without flinching. People are talking about cold shower will make you rich and or everybody's doing cold shower. No, that's not what the thing is. The cold shower is just to expose your body, especially the chest area, to the cold. When you expose yourself without flinching, it is just a stressor. You're exposing your body to the stress. So when you're extremely like you're putting yourself like so much of cold water, it's not a good feeling. So when you've gone to that, like difficult, so many difficult things, the rest of the things towards the day, it's pretty easy. You're like pretty easy to take on. You're pretty strong that you can take on. Think about it. Think about it. You wake up and you drink the cinnamon water, which like really sucks. And after getting the workout done, and after the meditation done, after the cold shower done, this is a solid routine. And all these are pretty hard. Will you ever procrastinate after this one? You've done the hardest things in the morning. Within the first 2 hours, you've done the hardest thing. Just imagine, will you ever procrastinate after this? Anything else? You won't, because you've already done the harder things. Think of it like that and change your mindset towards that, okay? Yeah. So once you finish this, that's it. The routine is set. The routine is set. So the setting, what is the setting? This is the setting. From tomorrow, think of yourself as a king. Literally, you are the king. That means you have a kingdom to protect. Yes, you have a kingdom to protect. And the enemy is always there. Who are the enemy? Anything that is not helping you get where you want. Anything that is spoiling your health. Anything that is messing with your mental health. Okay? Enemy. Swiggy. Order 5 times from Swiggy. What's going to happen? That's the enemy, right? Social media. To a certain extent, you're okay. But beyond that, it's an enemy. It's not helping you get to your work. You're sacrificing your dreams and goals, right? So the enemy is always there. So what you need to do is creating the moat. We will be talking about the moat in the coming days. Okay, the moat. So your focus is the worship. So what is the worship? 2 things: your health and your career. You've got to have a strong worship, good body, and a strong career. Strong career meaning strong skill. You've got to have that. Without these 2, trust me, gentlemen, you're nothing and you're nobody. Okay? Because if you're unhealthy, imagine it's not only you who's suffering, including your family. There's no happiness if you're not healthy. And if you don't have a skill, that means you are at the mercy of somebody else. if you don't have a hard skill, you're at the mercy of somebody else. So your warship is your body and your skill, two things, and you're at war. Like, why is this so important? Why is this so much? Like, why? Why so much violence? Why is it all beast mode, war and winning? Like, why? This was the setting that I have in my mind every day when I wake up. And if I'm just feeling myself, like, okay, it's time to go to war, I'm getting all the things done. And if I don't, the enemy, the devil, is coming in. Junk food. Come on, let's go. Alcohol. Let's go drink. Let's go party. Let's do this. Let's do that. Okay. So why is this? Like, why do you have to do this one? Because if you're already in your 20s, if you're really obsessed with your health, and if you're really obsessed about making money, then you would have been happy. You would have been pretty sorted. Okay. Because it is now ingrained in your personality. Now, most of you are in your 30s. That means the reason why I'm asking you to do this is, if you're in your 30s, your personality and your behavior is so ingrained. It is so ingrained in you. That means your interest is not towards making money, is not towards getting better. You're not obsessed with these things. You're obsessed with something else. That's why the actions were different. The actions were different. The causes were different. The effects are different. So now you have to give that fight back for you to change up your personality. Okay. So we spoke about the moat. The moat and the environment is pretty much the same thing. So right now your environment is set up to get you what you have. Right now, your environment is set up for you to get what you already have. So how do you change that? Not completely change up your environment. Environment includes the people that you associate with, your food, your clothing, your office, your work, your career, your friends, everybody makes you your environment. So you can never be stronger than your environment unless you try hard and fight hard. Okay. So how to become stronger than your environment? That is what this is all about. Okay. That's what this is all about. Super. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for your time. I hope this was valuable. Was this valuable? Was this good learning? Just type in what are your comments. Just tell me what are your comments. Okay. Okay, good. So I'll share the recording in some time. Just take it. Just do it. Look, I mean, I taught you a little bit. That's the mindset part. But the routine, you've got to stick with it, okay? It is extremely important. Once you stick with this, once you keep following this, within the next 5 days, you'll start building the momentum. 1 or 2 days, a little bit here and there, fluctuation can happen, but never take a break, never take an off. So once you do that, 4th day, 5th day, and then the weekend, and eventually keep building it for the next week, then you will see how it's taking off. And once you get comfortable by doing these uncomfortable things, you will see how it takes off. And then you will be in control with your situation. You will be in control of your condition, no matter what happens. And this will happen. For sure, it's going to happen, provided you put in the work. Okay? So, thank you, gentlemen. I hope this was valuable. And I'll share the recording and we'll meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. Okay? From tomorrow onwards, this is the first day. That's why I want to give this whole, set the tone. But from tomorrow, it's just going to be about 1 hour. I'll give it to you. Take it, do it, come back on the next day. Let's keep it on. Okay? Thank you. Stay hard and kill it. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.